What's good, YouTube? Hope y'all doing well. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing y'all how you can just sample whatever you want, just like a little blip of something, and you can make a whole beat out of it. I'm just gonna show y'all the sample chop, how I chop it up, add some basic drums to it. So I think that's all I gotta say, so let's jump right into it. So I was watching Mary's Tiny Desk concert, and there's this little clip in it that I caught an ear for it, and I want to sample it. That little outro there with the guitar, and like her kind of little vocal run. So I already got the clip recorded and I just have it dropped into my FL here. So this is totally blank. I don't have any sounds or anything loaded in. So all I'm gonna do is start by figuring out what the tempo of it is. So I'm just gonna go to this part that has drums and just tap in the tempo. Like this part right here. So I'm gonna take this and just put it all the way. Go move it here. I'm gonna right click on the tempo and hit tap, and I'm just gonna click it in, or actually tap my comma key to whatever I think the beat is, the metronome. So it seems like it's about 85 beats per minute. I don't think that's quite exactly correct, but I'm just gonna play it with the metronome. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna move it to double time. So 85 times 2 is 170. So I'm gonna just move the tempo up to 170, and I'll turn the metronome on and we'll just kind of gauge it if that's correct. So it's a little slow actually, so I'm gonna move it 175-ish. You know what, instead of focusing on the drums, I'm actually going to concentrate on this end part right here, which is the part I want to sample anyways. So I'll clip it like right here, mute this. So I'm gonna just take this and just turn the metronome on and just find tempo that works. So I think that's a pretty clean loop right there. So I'm gonna keep it at 175. I'm gonna double click on the audio clip here and change it to stretch. So basically all I've done so far is just find the chop that I want out of the clip. And I've just found the tempo around the tempo that it actually sits at, and just found a clean section that I just wanna loop over and over again. I don't think I wanna keep anything after this. Maybe I do. I'll see what it sounds like looped. I think it might be too much crowd noise, or like the instruments might be a little bit out of time, but. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just keep these two right here. This little 2-measure bit. I'm gonna just keep this really simple. I'm gonna just have this part repeat itself. And I think I'll keep all these clips just for now in case I decide to make like other chops or something. So I'm gonna route this to a mixer track, and I'll lower the volume a little bit. And I can add some effects to it later. I think for now, all I wanna do is just start throwing some drum sounds on it. And so the first thing that I actually like to do is put a percussion loop on it, and Mai has some percussion loops in his older drum kits, which I'm a huge fan of, so I'm gonna just go grab one of those. I'm gonna try this loop out right here, loop 5, see what it sounds like. It's really loud, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. So this is a little bit out of time, so all I'm gonna do is just snap it to the nearest 8 measures, which this looks like it's about 9 measures right now. So I'm just gonna go to the end here, hold down the Alt key, click down on the left, and just drag it to the left over here. I'm gonna just go, so now it's resampled, so it's gonna be a little higher pitch. So all I'm gonna do is just double click on it, change it to stretch. So it's still the same original pitch now that it's on stretch, but it has the new timing where it's a little faster versus the old timing, which was like this. So I'm gonna just take this, put it right here, and we just loop it. I think that's doing a little too much. I'm gonna grab a different loop instead. The other one that I liked was loop 7, And I'm gonna do the same thing on this one, but I noticed there's a little jump at the start here, so move that back. And then same thing as before, I'm gonna enable the stretch in the top left stretch audio option. And then I'm just gonna hold Alt and then left clicked it until it fits onto the grid line like that. And so we'll get something like this. And I'm gonna change that to stretch too, so it has the same original pitch. And I'm gonna go to this little fine tune, move it up a little bit, probably like up 30 cents. Actually, what I think I want to do for the recording is just put a little bandpass EQ on it. Open up EQ here, so I'll open up this cut option here. Just so we have a little more room for the drums for now. I'll go ahead and fine tune that later. And I'll route that little perk loop while we're at it. There's this kit I've been using recently for a lot of R&B loops, which I think has some pretty good kind of acoustic sounding drums that would sound good for boom bap. So I grabbed a kick to start with. I think I like this one right here. Also get some snares. I'll start with a rim. I think I'll grab this one. And I'll just go through the snares here and pick something else up. I like this one right here. It's a little different. I might grab a little cymbal or something. Maybe, if I just decide to add that. And I think that's all I'll add for now. And then I'll go back and grab more sounds if I need it. So I'm gonna take this little rim sound. That'll be like my main snare sound. So put it third beat of every measure. This is going to be 8 measure loop, but just for the sake of this loop, I'm just having it on just the first 4. So keep this duplicated. A little switch up, just cause. So I got my main 2 snares, got my main one right here, and then this one, it's kind of like the counter. Next, I think I'm gonna put down the kick. Retool it. Keep this, copy it. Alright, that's cool. I think now I just want to add a sub bass. Something real easy. Just this one I've been using a lot. It's also from the Eve Robbie kit. So I don't actually know what the key of this is. I'm just gonna guess the first note. Actually, you know what I think I want to do is for the second part, I don't want it to keep repeating. So what I'm going to do is click on the top left here, go to make unique, and I'm going to copy it. And I'll also click on the top left again, hit random color. That way it's a different color so I can tell the difference between the two. And what I want to do is drop it down 5 semitones so it's on the exact 5th note of the scale. Basically it'll sound something like this. So it's just a little variation, a little switch up. Actually, what I think I'm gonna do is pitch this one up by 1/2 step. Same thing with the bottom one here. So this will be plus 100 and this one will be minus 400, but they're still 500 apart. And if you want to go up instead, you would do plus 700 compared to the first one. So let's go ahead and throw the little sub bass back on. Throw the little perk loop back in. Alright, so I think this is cool, but I don't like the fact that I've got like all the drums and the vocals and all that in there. I think it would just sound cleaner if I just had only the instruments. So what I'm gonna do is go to both of these right here and click on the top left and hit extract stems from sample. And then I'm just gonna extract the instruments. And so now we just have the little guitar bit by itself and the piano. And I'll do the same thing for this one right here. So click on the top left, extract stems, and hit instruments and extract. So I'm gonna route these to their own little mixer track right here. And I'm gonna just roll off the lows on it. And all of these, I'm gonna just route to these mixer tracks right here. So I think in terms of like what we need to do sound wise, we're pretty much done. I think I'll go ahead and kind of fine tune it as I go, but I'm gonna mix it real quick and then we'll go ahead and throw in the final sounds and put the final touches on it. I'm gonna sidechain the kick to the subbase here. So basically all you gotta do is go to your kick channel and right click on the subbase here and just hit sidechain to this track. And then you're gonna open up a limiter on your subbase track. You're gonna go to the little comp menu here and go to sidechain, right click on that and select your kick sound. And we're just gonna play with some of these settings here to get the right sidechain. So I'm gonna start by moving the threshold down a little bit. Probably about here. Turn the ratio up and the knee up a little bit so we can get it a little more shallow. Turn the threshold down a tiny bit more. So if we just solo the kick, the subbase, we get something that sounds more like this. So if you can see a little bit in the subbase signal, it's cutting out a little bit. When the kick comes in, just gives it a little bit more bounce and just leaves some more room for some low end for the kick to do. And I'm actually gonna turn the kick up a little bit in volume. That should be good. All right, so I think we pretty much got the mix for the most part kind of done. I might go back and tweak it a little bit. I'm gonna go to the sounds right here, right click on it, hit split by channel, and then I'm just gonna go and paste it over here and just have all of our stuff kind of laid out. So for the sound effects, I'm just gonna drop in a couple. I have a drum fill that I made for another beat, and I think that would fit pretty well for this beat right here. Actually, before I do that, we should probably fill out the intro a little bit. I think all I'm gonna do is just have the little intro bit here, and then have it fade in. Something kind of like that. Obviously, it'll be a little less rough than that. So I'm just gonna go here and probably just move it like this. I think I'll include more of this right here. That still sounds like it's chopping a little bit, so I think I should probably move it back. Something like this. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, so I think that's decent for now. I think for this right here, what I'm gonna do is put in like a little cut EQ. And I'm just gonna automate it out, so kind of fade it into this. So I'm gonna select the bit that I wanna make an automation clip for, and I'm gonna go to the EQ in the mixer track, right click it, and do create automation clip. I'm just gonna move this all the way down to the right, and I'll let it slope in a little quickly, or slope out quickly rather. Something like this. I think I'm just gonna keep this little last part of the intro roll here, or the fill. That sounds kind of rough still, so I think one more thing I want to add is probably a little riser crash. I'm just gonna go and grab the one from my resonance kit. Honestly, that's kind of the whole beat. Only thing I want to do arrangement wise is probably just adding little breaks here and there. Back in. messed it up. Hold on. That's all offset. All right, well, that's how you fix it real quick. You hit the little shift Q, everything goes back on grid. Crisis averted. Look at that. Fixed all that.